On this episode, I'm gonna teach briefly about some stuff that my father taught me about these particular weapons that are in the earth. See, it's not only just extraterrestrials that you have to think about, but there's interterrestrials. And these interterrestrial civilizations have been around much longer than your extraterrestrial civilizations a lot of times because they've been here. They came to this planet long before it set up civilization and built cities and things of that nature. And it's interesting I'm pointing this out now because on the second hand or the second bet, it's going to be actually two energy weapons versing each other. See, people don't understand there's an energy weapon up in New York, and then there's an energy weapon out in California, and kind of represents like a balance. They do two different things, but these two weapons represent kind of like a balance in the planet. And right now, it's kind of a situation where when you see these scripts and these teams play each other, this is all pre-scripted. So this has already been, these games have already, a lot of them have already been decided, not necessarily like rigged, but decided based upon who's going to be playing. And it's a lot of it is computer generated as far as the bets, as far as like how many points are going to be generated for each side. So putting all that aside, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with this next bet. I'm gonna put my energy into the Giants because I've already have a lot of finance tied up into the New York Stock Exchange and stuff like that, but most of it is what I would call like physical finance, like from being caught up into the court system and things of that nature. As a young person, I was able to secure a lot of those resources that they took when I was in those situations and turn them into finance. So I'm putting all that to the side because I've said I'm challenging the sovereignty of the U.S. So I'm putting that to the side and not using any of their resources. And I'm going to just deal with the resources that we got out in California on this particular next bet, which is with the Giants. It's a reason why they're called the Giants and the other teams called the Yankees and all of that. Like, it's definitely a reason behind that. But the Giants kind of represent, they call the Nephilim, or the fallen angels that fell in the scripture. They're called the Nephilim, and this baseball team represents them, and they're pretty much the architects of this underworld civilization that I'm speaking of. Because I mean, you got to even think, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna shut down, think about a lot of these buildings, like especially up in New York and different places that are old and been built, like a lot of the cities in Chicago, you see this too, in the Midwest, these old buildings that was built a long time ago, right? And it's like, they're so big and they don't even know how to recreate them. It's like, who did this? Like the pyramids. They're like, how could someone have done this? And when the scriptures say that the Nephilim did all of that. The Nephilim was here before humans were reseeded, which goes into some other stuff. So it's just interesting that these two teams are playing and it's metaphysical, yet it's still financial. So I'll be putting my money into the Giants. Peace.